Meet Victoria Monroe. She's the latest 20-something poster child for being unable to take responsibility for her own actions, yet thinks she's potentially worthy of a taxpayer-funded compensation package due to that lack of responsibility. Just will you hear this one, folks. So 27-year-old Victoria Monroe fell asleep during her short GO train commute from downtown Toronto to her home in Durham region. At the last stop, the train was parked and locked up, and whoever was entrusted to check for passengers who had yet to get off somehow missed Monroe. I think it's safe to assume that perhaps because she was sleeping, she was probably slumped over in her seat. But hey, mistakes occur, stuff happens, and normally we all collectively move along when we hit a little bump in the road. Oh, but not Miss Monroe. She's dwelled heavily on her GO transit indignity, one that is of her own making, by the way, and now, by God, she wants her pound of flesh by way of an apology and, of course, ka-ching, maybe some financial compensation? But soft, thine triggered lady doth speak.
What is happening? Where am I? Where's everybody else, right? I started panicking.
Victoria Monroe took a GO train trip she won't soon forget.
I actually fell asleep, of course. It was a long day. I woke up to about 16 missed calls from my boyfriend.
It was 1:30 a.m. and Monroe found herself locked inside the train.
I'm sitting there on a train, partially lit, freaking out. No food. I have no idea where I am. I could be anywhere in the GTA. I don't know where they park trains.
Good golly, Miss Molly, no food? Come on, people, how could anyone expect this last to go an hour without a snack? It's a bloody miracle she didn't starve to death. And thank goodness an employee came along to unlock the train 45 minutes upon her waking up. But get this ordeal, if one can indeed call it an ordeal, actually occurred way back in June. Yet she's only gone public with her story now. You see, poor Miss Monroe is apparently suffering from some sort of PTSD. She claims she's still full of anxiety about what happened, an experience that is all the more horrifically complicated based on hypothetical things that could have happened to her but didn't happen to her.
What if I woke up and my phone was dead? I would be there till the morning. Or what if I was diabetic like my brother? Would have been in a coma, no food, no water. There's so many possibilities. That's the terrifying part.
Again with the food. She's really worried about wasting away, isn't she? Hey lady, next time you commute, put some Pringles in your purse, okay? You know, CTV was actually reporting this story live from Toronto's Union Station as though this was, I don't know, Canada's version of 9/11. Wow, slow news day maybe? But let's cut to the chase, shall we? Evidently, lawyers have been in contact with Monroe. A payday at taxpayer expense, no less. Given that this day of infamy occurred on public transit, surely beckons. Yet, is this where we are in society right now? That an adult has the expectation to be tucked in and woken up by public transit staff? And if so, I can see that procedure going sour big time too. I mean, because it's 2018, pity the poor male GO transit employee that gently rouses the shoulder of a slumbering woman to awaken her only to be accused of engineering a Me Too moment. Kind of complicated, isn't it? Bottom line, what happened to Monroe was a minor inconvenience. She was locked in a train for 45 minutes. She was not held captive by the Taliban in Afghanistan for years on end. But why do I get this inkling that if settlement talks fail, this fragile flower will go from a GO train to a GoFundMe page to further fret about her plight? I mean, after all, folks, she was all alone on a room temperature train for almost an hour without food. For the love of God, people, open your hearts and your wallets while you're at it. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel has a new app. Please download that app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.